I want to start off the meeting by welcoming everyone here tonight for the regular meeting of the Iberville Parish Council this Tuesday, December 17th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. And we'll start with a roll call.
Allen. Here. Easley. Here. Dominique.
Here.
Frazier.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
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 Jenkins. Here. Markins.
Here.
Bradford.
Here.
Martinez. Here. Jordan.
Here.
Jewel.
Here.
Here.
Let the minutes reflect we do have a quorum, and we'll let Councilman Allen will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any public comments tonight must register with the clerk. Next, we have presentations and appearances, and we'll have a resolution of condolences for Weber John Perry. And we'll invite the family forward, please.
Ladies and gentlemen of the council, we have a resolution tonight to express our sincere, heartfelt condolences upon the death of our parish employee, Weber John Perry. Whereas it is with deep regret and profound sorrow that the members of the Iberville Parish Council and the Iberville Parish President have learned of the death of Weber John Perry on November 3rd, 2024 at the age of 59. Whereas Mr. John Perry was a lifetime resident of Iberville Parish. Whereas Mr. Weber John Perry was a devoted husband to his wife for 27 years, Miss Nicole Perry. He is the proud father of 2 daughters. Whereas Mr. Weber John Perry worked as a contract electrician in the chemical plants for many years. He later went on serving his community by working for the Iberville Parish Council for 4 years. Whereas although the death of Mr. John Weber Perry was left a void in Iberville Parish, Louisiana, his memory shall live long in the heart and minds of all who knew and loved him. Therefore, be it resolved by the Iberville Parish Council and the Parish President as follows. The Iberville Parish Council, Parish President, and Parish staff do hereby express sincere and heartfelt condolences upon the death of Mr. Weber John Perry, and does extend posthumous honor to the late Mr. John Weber John Perry for his dedication to his family, his community, and Iberville Parish, Louisiana. Be it further resolved that a suitable copy of this resolution and condolence be transmitted to the family of the late Mr. Weber John Perry. In witness whereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of Iberville to be affixed upon this 17th day of December, 2024. Council Chairman Matthew Jewell and Parish President Chris Digg.
Stormy, I'll take a picture.
In attendance tonight, we have Mr. Cole, we have his brother, Mr. Robert, and we have his sister, Miss Mary Ann Bayham.
Thank you all for coming. Next, we had recognition of Mason Pierre, Eagle Scout recipient. And we'll ask him to come forward and be recognized. That's all. Always serve.
Thank you for thank you for taking the time to recognize my accomplishment. Earning the Eagle rank was really rewarding and I've learned a lot. Without scouting, I've never learned how to sail or how to survive in the wilderness to help arrives. I learned important life skills such as important knots to use in daily life, how to manage my finances, and how to stay physically fit. I also had to do a lot of community service to get here, so I'd like to thank you guys for all the service you do for our community. I would like to ask you of you to encourage anyone, boy or girl, who is interested in learning something new, the outdoors, or camping altogether to join scouting. Thanks again for your time and support.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the council, Mr. Mason Pierre is a 14-year-old resident of Plaquemine. He has earned the Eagle Scout Award at this impressive age, the highest rank attainable in the Boy Scouts of America. Achieving this award demonstrates exceptional dedication, leadership, and perseverance, especially at 14 years old. To earn the Eagle Scout rank, Mason completed a rigorous series of requirements. He advanced through 6 prior Scout ranks, earning at least 21 merit badges, including those in key areas such as his citizenship, emergency preparedness, communication, and environmental science. Additionally, he displayed leadership by serving in significant roles within his troop and fulfilling his commitment to live by the Scout Oath and law. Currently, Mason serves in the position of Senior Patrol Leader, the highest ranking youth position in a troop. A hallmark of the Eagle Scout journey is the completion of a substantial community service project. For his project, Mason led a team of volunteers, including his troop and family members, to build a litter-free library in the community of Grand Isle, Louisiana. An avid reader, Mason chose this project to share his passion for reading with others. This project required extensive planning, coordination, and execution, showcasing his ability to inspire and guide others. Earning the Eagle Scout rank is a testament to one's character, hard work, and determination. Mason's Eagle Scout Award represents not only his personal accomplishments, but also his commitment to making a positive difference in our community and the world around him. His goal was to complete becoming an Eagle Scout Award at the age of 13, and he met that goal just a few weeks shy, but we're very proud of him. So congratulations, Mason.
Next, we had a presentation by Teach Lead Updating Council on Employee Surveys. If we could.
All right. I'd like to start off by thanking the Parish Council for the opportunity to be here to update you on some exciting news about what we've been working on with the employees here at Iberville Parish over the last 12 months. While Leslie's passing out, those are just copies of this presentation, so you can refer back to some of the numbers that we're going to go over here in a little bit. But we're here from Teach Leading, and we were brought in to talk about things like building a culture that makes people want to come and work in Iberville Parish, right? Building a culture that makes people want to live in Iberville Parish, right? And the work that we focus on is really geared towards helping organizations build better versions of themselves. Okay, and with the new administration coming in January, President Daigle had made a lot of commitments to employees on how he was going to sort of approach running government here in Iberville Parish. And what we were brought in to do was really to kind of pull the information out of the folks that work for the parish to find out, what's working, what's not, what are areas for improvement, right? Actually reaching in and pulling information from the folks that are on the ground. And by doing that, we're able to build a better picture of, what opportunities are out there and where there's areas that we can improve. And we're building a culture where folks feel like they're heard and feel like they can, make a difference. So why we're here is really to help set clear expectations. So we've been working with all the employees throughout the parish. I'm going to show you some examples of what we've been doing here in a second. But it's all about delivering a message, okay? So the message is, it's not just about what's going to be expected of employees and how we're going to work with each other and that kind of thing. That's very important, but it's also what they can expect from the administration, right? And so we wanted to be able to go in and set clear expectations on, what the approach is going to be in building a positive culture. Okay. So I don't know about you. I've worked in jobs in the past where, it's like Sunday night, I'm trying to watch Sunday Night Football. I got to go in the morning and you kind of get that pit in your stomach because it's not a good work environment, right? And so what we're trying to do is sort of figure out what causes that and try to fix it, right? So we're working to build a positive culture through improving communication. And so we focused a lot on different ways to improve communication within the parish. How do you get information out, right? Let's say, there's a potluck going on and I send an email blast out. Well, if half the public works folks don't use email, they don't get the message, they don't show up to the potluck, and then what message are they actually getting, right? So things like that. How can we improve the communication? So we did a kickoff back in January. Several of you were probably there. So that was just to sort of set some expectations. In spring and fall, we did 10 days of workshops in each one of those in the spring and the fall. Just driving home this idea of improving communication, how to mediate conflict and really just try to build a culture where people, feel heard and accepted. We did some Swift skills training with managers on conflict resolution and stuff like that. And we did a lot of data collection. Okay. So we did interviews with all of the employees to talk about what makes them want to stay here. Okay. And Dr. Blanchard, who is my partner in life and in business. Did you want to talk a little bit about the stay interviews and kind of what that's all about?
I have a pretty strong teacher voice. Do I have to stand over there or?
You're good.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys for having us. It feels so good to be back on some meeting for meeting faces, and I feel welcome but also old because some of them I told him as the first year teacher and now they're here very helpful. Here. But thank you guys for having us, for welcoming us back to Iberville Parish. I did work in the school board office for about 14 years, and so professional development is sort of a thing for me. And so being able to come back and do it in this capacity is really a pleasure for us. So the data collection is what really brings the necessary statistics and things like that to the forefront, right? So it's very easy for anyone to come in and say, I made these promises, and guess what? Right? But you need data to back up whether or not that's actually true, right? And so that's what we were sort of called in to do, and the workshops were, quite frankly, my favorite part, because we got together with your employees, and it was a wonderful experience. But the data part is what really sort of seals the deal and makes sure that the progress that we're seeking to make is actually being made. And so we're going to take a second, I think, to look now at what those indicators are that we chose. At the very beginning, and when we say the beginning, we mean I think day 2, right? It was day 2 when we hosted that first kickoff on January 10th. And we gave every employee a survey, every employee. We had electronic surveys, we had paper copies, and what we asked was, what are your perceptions of these 8 indicators as either a resident of Iberville Parish, an employee of Iberville Parish, or in most cases, both. So we asked them on that day, coming in, brand new slate, what are your perceptions of these things? Policies, resources, accessibility, culture, transparency, infrastructure, communication, economics, and then we added a space for suggestions. And that was just in case we didn't capture any of those things, and the things they were thinking, right? We wanted to give them an opportunity to be able to communicate those suggestions to us. So the first one was policy, and the probing question that we collected data around was, I feel that the current policies that govern Iberville Parish are appropriate and relevant. In January, that numbers began at 3.27, and by the end of the fall this year, it had grown to a 3.64 average, which was an 11.3% improvement over the course of 1 year. So we were very happy with policy.
Yeah. And so this was something that we did at every one of the workshops. So we had 198 employees come through in the fall. We had 188 employees come through in the spring. So that was over the course of about 20 days. And we just kept asking these questions, right, each time. Resources. I feel that there's great value and efficiency in the public services provided in Iberville Parish, right? 7.22% improvement from January to August. All right, so you're going to see some trends here in just improvements across the board. Accessibility. I feel I can access a representative of Iberville Parish government if I need to ask a question or offer a comment. Okay, what does that speak to? Being open, right? Listening, hearing, right? Open to suggestions. Improvement, January to August, right? 13.47%. Okay, so this ties into that communication, right? It doesn't have to be from the parish president, down. It's mid-level managers as well. Are they being open to their employees? Are they taking the time to really understand the issues that their employees are facing? Culture. I'm satisfied with the culture of Iberville Parish, and I'm happy to live and/or work here. 9.12% improvement from January to August. And again, communication just runs through all of this, right? If you're better communicators, it's easier to build a positive culture because you're not like just misreading cards where people maybe are having like tone and things like that. So we talk about all that in the workshops. Transparency. I feel Iberville Parish is governed by the values of integrity and trust. 14.84% improvement from January to August. Okay, again, asking the employees, each time we do the workshop. Infrastructure. I feel Iberville Parish has adequate infrastructure for transportation, technology, and economic development. 5.39% improvement. Okay, now we did have the issue with the bridge. But we got a lot of great feedback on just the response to how that was handled. And that all came in the suggestions and everything. So communication, I feel communication between departments, among divisions, and with stakeholders in Iberville Parish is clear and easy. 15.22% improvement. Okay, this is huge. This is really important because what it tells us is that folks feel like they can breathe a little bit. They can go to their manager if they have an issue, right? We talk about having human empathy, basic human empathy for folks and trying to work with them, right? If you have an issue, you got an elderly parent that needs to be brought in to the doctor or something. As a manager, how are you going to handle that? Are you going to tell your employee to pound sand, or are you going to try to find a way to work with them to figure out how to help them manage their life, right? Economics. I feel the salary and compensation structure of the employees in Iberville Parish government are fair and equitable. 11.31% improvement. Okay, and that's from January to August. And here's a big note on that. That was before all of the job reorganization and salary structures were put into place. So we're expecting to see continued improvement on that moving into 2025. So the theme here is just improvement across the board in employee perceptions on what it means to work here, what it means to live here, and what it means to be in Iberville Parish. So in 2025, we're looking to keep the momentum moving forward. I found out yesterday that we now have a HR person brought on board. Yep. So we want to just continue to work and keep that momentum, work with our team to do that, build and reinforce a positive work culture, and keep doing workshops and development, providing opportunities for development for all parish employees. Yep.
So I think you did ask me a very good question and I didn't answer it, so I'm gonna go back and answer it now, about state interviews. So do you guys ever state interviews? Have you ever heard of a state interview? It's sort of new in human resource development, professional development. So you know what a job interview is, right? You know, and you're training for a job and hoping to get it, and you go into an interview and they ask questions to see if you're a good fit. And then you know what an exit interview is, right? When you leave a job or you retire or you quit a job and the people ask you to come in and have a conversation about why you're leaving. Well, we feel like it's really important to ascertain job satisfaction and how our employees are doing by asking them before, not on their way in and on their way out, but while they're here, right? So those are called state interviews, and that's a big piece of what we did this year. So these policy surveys and things were a little bit different during the trainings, but the state interviews were asking each employee, how do you feel about working here? What are some concerns that you have? What can we do to help to support you? We, as our company, but also as a parish, to help to support you, we want to keep you here, especially those of us who are doing really good jobs, because they're a pathway for growth for you here. And they gave us some really fantastic feedback. Some of them got really like molecular, you know, like, just joking, somebody doesn't like the wipes we use in the bathroom. They have to let them all the time and use different wipes. So that's important information for us to have. And then some of them, you know, were a lot larger and a lot more big in terms of ideas. But we did get an opportunity to hear a lot of suggestions and already have seen major changes in implementation in the new administration. Just people feeling heard and listened to, and then seeing the changes actually. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you, directors. I know I've shook hands and hugged some of you guys when you came in for being so cooperative and letting us have access on what you were talking. With being so just open to letting us work with your employees and giving us the time that we needed to work with them. And again, we hope to continue. It's just been an absolute blessing and a pleasure for us to be able to work with the wonderful employees. That's the people.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'd like to just open it up if you have any questions.
Any questions? Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, we have reading and approval of the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to forego the reading of the minutes and accept as written.
We have a motion
Second.
and we have a second. Walk it on the screen, please. Y'all got it? Roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Easley. Yes. Dominic,
Yes.
Frazier,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
Jenkins. Yes. Markins,
Yes.
Bradford,
Yes.
Martinez,
Yes.
Darden,
Yes.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Got it. Everything's good. Thank you. So moved. Next, we have the President's report. President Daigle.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, ladies and gentlemen. Put in front of you tonight, our President's report. We're going to start off with some employee recognitions. We got an employee here tonight, Mr. Ricky Allen. He's been with the parish for 15 years. So, Ricky, please stand. Come on up. Ricky's a part-time custodian, has been working for the parish for 15 years. He currently works to help keep our utilities, our DPW, and our solid waste offices always looking clean and professional. Thank you, Mr. Ricky.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're looking forward to the many years that he's going to continue to serve with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is one that I hope that all of our parish employees get to that 29-year mark. We have a retirement by Mr. Horace Jenkins. He's set to retire on December 31st of this year. Mr. Horace, come on up. Mr. Jenkins will retire with 29 years of service, all working for our DPW department. There he is. He has spent the overwhelming majority of his career working as a foreman of the tractor crew. Horace shared with us some of his favorite memories recently. He's been working with the guys that he gets to see every day. He plans on spending his retirement time fishing, hunting, and spending time with his family. Congratulations. Those are the days we want to get to retirement, and we congratulate them. We definitely do. Next on in employee recognitions, it's not on here, but I'm gonna say a few words. We had a directors meeting today, and it's those steps that we're continuously investing in the employees, because you have to create a great work environment. And Teach Lead is a great example. They're a great company that we've been working with all year. And I'll give you another prime example. By creating a culture that's inviting for the employees to work here, and also listening to them, but also including them in meetings on a monthly basis, goes a long way. Recently, we did a mandatory open enrollment for insurance, okay? But comes with insurance is also other features like supplementals, right? So you have maybe your main insurance that employees may be a part of, but then you offer supplementals as things like, everybody knows Aflac, right? We can't forget about the duck. So Aflac this year, by offering it to the employees and making it mandatory and having them participate and being a part of that, our enrollment went from 58 employees enrolled to 110. So right at 50% increase in enrollment, because we have them involved and we're bringing them to meetings and keeping them involved in a lot of the processes. So that's huge to have employees have that supplemental, for themselves to help in the situations that, there's always policies. There's maybe cancer policies or short-term disability policies and things like that. So investing is important to me, and I'm excited that we're getting these kinds of commitments from the employees. Operations, moving on. We had our mayor's meeting in Grove State last week. We brought our marketing and communications director, Ms. Carrie Blanchard, came and spoke to the mayors about the things that we're doing internally in the parish, but things that we can help support them as well. So that was a great meeting. Our Grove State Welcome Center renovations are on schedule. They're starting the flooring this week. They did hold that off. They postponed it. They want to get started before, but we had the Grove State event, the Christmas on the Bayou was there Saturday. It was a wonderful event. Hopefully we can see everybody there next year. And that's so they're starting that flooring, and they'll be back in the office. All of our tourism employees will be back in after the first of the year. The IPRD Bellevue new restrooms at the park will be completed in January. That's on task. And the sales tax department, new offices, which are at the end of the hall right here on the second floor, is almost complete, and they'll be moving in soon. They're still doing some cabinet work, and I believe that's going to be getting close to moving in. I know Mr. David Hall, he's excited about getting in his new office, because he said he's been in this one a long time. Also, something that I don't have on operations, but it was important to me, and I made that move last week, was my office is now at this courthouse. It's on the second floor in our office. I've officially packed everything and moved it from the Church Street office, and I'm here at the courthouse. The projects that are on here, a lot of them are the same. We have the Bayou Pigeon Boat Ramp project. They actually have a pre-construction meeting tomorrow. But they're scheduled to begin in the middle of January. They already have a date. So that's project, I'm hoping they're gonna be able to work around all the crawfish. We know it's gonna be coming into crawfish season, and it's gonna be definitely a busy boat landing at that time. The road repair improvements, the project's almost complete. You've been seeing projects go on across the parish. We do have the contracts with Barrier Contract, and they're gonna be finishing up in January as well. Manchac Road improvements, we're in the design phase, as well as the Highway 1 North Railroad bore project that's going to be going underneath there. It's still in the environmental phase, and we're working with Mr. Tom David to try to get that complete. The Highway 1 Darcyville at LaCroix, DOTD has finally given us notification that we are hopeful we're going to get the funding allocated by the end of the year. Once they get that done, they'll move that project forward, and then we will work on closing off the railroad on both sides as well. Community events, we did have our senior luncheon, and I did see some of y'all there. It was a great success. We served over 500 seniors that day. We had a lot of council members that were there. I want to thank y'all for participating, and also the ones that donated to our seniors, because it went a long way. The seniors were very thankful. We heard nothing but great reviews. The Council on Aging Department always hosts this event, and they did a phenomenal job. So thank you very much. She is Miss Charlene Sibley. And we did also thank Westlake. Westlake was the contributor this year. They actually helped fund all the food for the seniors. So we definitely thank them for their support in making this a great, successful event. Thank you. Any questions?
Any questions?
Thank you, Council.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next, we have the finance report, Mr. Dunn.
Good evening, Council Chair, Council Clerk. Y'all all should have a copy of the final adopted budget. I think, did you give them to us? Not yet.
Yeah, we
With
got
with those 3 amendments, so that's the final copy. Ms. Jennifer Seneca, the library director, talked to y'all last month about, plans about calling that election. So I have a required announcement to make, according to law, because we're gonna, get that resolution going to call that election next month. So, I'm gonna go ahead and make this announcement. Says notice is hereby given that at its meeting to be held on Tuesday, January 21st, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. at its regular meeting place, the council meeting room, second floor, courthouse building, 58050 Merriam Street, Plaquemine, Louisiana. The Iberville Parish Council plans to consider adopting a resolution ordering and calling an election to be held in the parish of Iberville, state of Louisiana, to authorize the renewal of an ad valorem tax therein. Y'all have y'all's financial reports. If y'all have any questions, I'll be more than happy to entertain them.
That's a
Trying to keep
10-year
it short. It's
renewal on that
Christmas
library.
time.
That's a library tax?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
10 year.
four meals, 15 year.
15,
Is what
okay.
we're asking, yeah. Of course, that'll be next resolution for next month.
Is that all you had, Mr. Dunn? Oh.
That's it. Just Merry
it?
Christmas to all.
All right, anybody have any questions for Mr. Dunn? Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Dunn. You have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right, next we have old business. Just prior to this meeting, we had a public hearing, and there was no opposition from the public. And we got to do these individually and vote on them. And if I could get the first one is an ordinance to merge precincts in Iberville Parish in accordance with the Louisiana Revised Statutes 18.532 and 18.533. If I could get a motion, please.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, you gonna mark it, okay. And we got a second, and then we'll roll call.
Yes.
No,
No, it's a
No.
motion, it's a motion. Hold on.
don't have a motion on there.
Make a motion.
Basically, we have no motion on it.
Oh, here we go.
You got it?
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. We can.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All right, roll call.
Easley,
Yes.
Dominique,
Yes.
Frazier,
Good.
Smith,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Markins,
Yes.
Bradford,
Yes.
Martinez,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Morgan.
Yeah.
So moved. Next, I need, is an ordinance to restrict the discharge of firearms in unincorporated areas in Iberville Parish. And there was no opposition from the public. I need a motion
I'll make a motion.
and a second. Roll call, please.
Allen,
Yes.
Easley,
Yes.
Dominique,
Yes.
Frazier,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Markins,
Yes.
Bradford,
Yes.
Martinez,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Morgan.
No.
So moved. Next, we had ordinance number 3 was the ordinance to fully substitute and replace ordinance numbers 4-101, 4-136, and 9-61 through 9-66 of the compiled code of ordinances for Iberville Parish pertaining to the removal and abatement of junked automobiles. I need a motion,
I'll second it.
and we have a second. Roll call, please.
Allen,
Yes.
Easley,
Yes.
Dominique,
Yes.
Frazier, Smith,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Markins,
Yes.
Bradford,
Yes.
Martinez,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Morgan.
Yeah.
So moved. Next, we have new business, introduction of ordinances. We have an ordinance, we'll get Mr. Boudreaux to come forward. Ordinance to amend section 16-4 of the Iberville Parish Code of Ordinances to prohibit the installation of culverts and other structures known to obstruct drainage in Bayou Manjack, with exceptions for bridges or similar structures for access between Iberville Parish and East Baton Rouge Parish.
This ordinance to amend section 16-4A of the Iberville Parish Code of Ordinances to prohibit the installation of culverts and other structures. So this amendment shall include the following language. In particular, to Bayou Manchac, the installation of culverts, pipes, or any other structures known to obstruct normal water flow is prohibited. Exceptions are permitted for bridges or similar structures such as retro-filled rail cars, provided such structures are designed to maintain or enhance water flow and comply with all applicable federal, state, and local regulations. This prohibition applies to the access to Bayou Manchac from Iberville Parish into and or out of East Baton Rouge Parish. So what was added in is the violations of this section shall be subject to penalties as outlined in section 16-4C of the Iberville Code of Ordinances.
Is that a 30-year sentence?
It could be.
Could be. All right. I need a motion to set for a public hearing on January the 21st. We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Allen?
Yes.
Easley? Yes. Dominic?
Yes.
Frazier?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Pierce?
Yes.
Jenkins? Morgan?
Yes.
Bradford?
Yes.
Martinez? Yes. Sergeant? Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay, so moved. Next, we have the appointment of Saucier Tatamy. I probably butchered that as
Close,
Director
Charles.
of Human Resource Director for Iberville Parish. I need a motion in a second.
I make a motion.
Did you want to say something first?
I do have something prepared. I
Okay.
just want to
All right.
mention to the ladies and gentlemen of the council. So I'm honored today to introduce Ms. Chaucer Tatamy,
Chaucer.
MPA, which stands for Masters of Public Administration, whom I'm proudly referred to as our shining star. Ms. Tatamy emerged as the top choice in a rigorous process that began with 83 applicants. That's the most we've had for a position. After narrowing the field to 20 interviews, all Iberville Iberville residents were interviewed, then down to 10, 5, and finally 3 exceptional candidates, Ms. Tatamy stood as the perfect fit for Iberville Parish. We are thrilled to welcome her wealth of knowledge and experience to Iberville and have complete confidence in her ability of bringing innovative, exciting, and transformative ideas to this department. Allow me to share with you a bit about her impressive background. Ms. Chaucer is a seasoned human resource executive with public administration and policy expertise. She drives organizational success through actionable strategies, fosters innovation, and ensures long-term sustainability. Known for improving employee engagement and productivity, she is adept at building strategic partnerships, establishing governance frameworks, and optimizing public sector operations. Her distinguished career includes significant contributions to the city of Baton Rouge, the parish of East Baton Rouge, where she oversaw recruitment, training, employee development, and equal employment opportunities compliance for workforce of over 4,000 employees. She holds a bachelor's degree in organizational communication and public relations from Southeastern and a master's of public administration with a focus on human resource public policy from Southern University. As a trusted advisor and change agent, Ms. Tatamy is passionate about transforming challenges into opportunities and advancing the public sector performance. Beyond her professional accomplishments, she enjoys traveling, volunteering, and spending time with her family. Her husband is from the Black community. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Ms. Tatamy as she enters the new role, and I'm confident that she will bring valuable asset to Iberville as we move forward together.
Good evening, members of the council. Like Chris said, my name is Chaucer Tatamy. I'm from Baton Rouge. I have an extensive background in public administration and public policy. I work for the city of Baton Rouge in the Department of Human Resources for over 15 years. As Chris underscored, I have experience with recruitment and onboarding, training and employee development, and also compliance as it relates to EEO, diversity, and just equitable practices in the workplace. So I look forward to working with each of you to build the HR department up, and we have a great group of employees here. Chris is doing a great job. The administrative team is doing an excellent job. If I can be of assistance or answer any questions, I am here. I want to be accessible, so if you guys have questions for me, please let me know, and it's an honor to be able to be selected. So I've had a warm welcome from everyone. I want to underscore just the administration for helping me to transition. Everyone has been excellent. So again, I thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to working with everyone. So thank you.
Welcome aboard. Next, we have, oh, what's that?
finished.
I didn't hear you.
Allen.
Okay.
Yes.
Easley. Yes. Dominique.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
Jenkins. Yes. Markin.
Yeah.
Bradford.
Yes.
Martinez.
Yes.
George.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So moved.
Amen.
Congratulations. You want to speak?
Yeah, I'd like to speak. I'd like to welcome you to the parish, welcome you to our workforce, and hope you have a nice journey, very nice journey. And I'd like to thank Ms. Charlene for her hard work, dedication that she has put in over many years. And thank you. Looking forward to working with you.
Anybody else? Okay, we'll go on. All right, next we have Resolutions Committee report. Just prior to this meeting, we had a resolution committee meeting, and it was found favorable to bring forward for a vote, and we'll do A and B first. Resolution to amend and rescind Resolution IPC 2017-19 and Resolution IPC 289-01 to provide for travel expense reimbursement to members of the Iberville Parish Council. And the second was a resolution authorizing the filing of an amicus brief in opposition to the East Grand Lake project. Any questions on these two? There being none, I need a motion and a second, please.
I make a motion. Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Roll call, please.
Allen.
Yes.
Easley.
Yes.
Dominique.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Markin.
Yes.
Bradford.
Yes.
Martinez.
Yes.
George.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yeah.
So moved. Next, C and D, we have a resolution providing for the canvassing, the returns, and declaring the results of a special election held in Iberville Parish, State of Louisiana, on Tuesday, November the 5th, 2024, to vote upon proposed amendment to the parish's current home rule charter. And the second one is a resolution to allow Iberville Parish President Chris Daigle to enter into an intergovernmental agreement on behalf of Iberville Parish by his signature with East Baton Rouge Parish to improve drainage in Bayou Manchac from Alligator Bar Backwater Floodgate to LA Highway 30. Any questions on these two? There being none, I need a motion and a second. We have a motion by Mr. Dominique and a second by Mr. Frazier. Roll call, please.
Allen.
Yes.
Easley.
Yes.
Dominique.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Markin.
Yeah.
Bradford.
Yes.
Martinez.
Yes.
George.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yeah.
So moved. There being no other business tonight, I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
I make a motion. Second.
So moved. Thank you all for coming.
Wait, big old.